All right, so we are live. We got Dan Fagan and we got Flip Moss here.
What the fuck? I love how they can keep their block, but you can't keep your block after the next turn. It makes no dang sense. God dang. So they hold on to the cards until they die. That's crazy.
Hopefully, everybody's joining in with us. We'll give you a few minutes to start going on. But in the meantime, we're just going to start talking today about what it's like for me and Dan as new beginners here in affiliate marketing. We've only been in for a little bit. And we're going to talk to Flip here, who's been in this for what, about a little over 2 years now, Flip?
Yeah, I actually started looking into online business models in like 2017. I didn't start messing with affiliate marketing until I think like end of 2018. But like as far as high ticket, that was probably like the middle of 2020. So right about 2 years now. Yeah.
Nice. So yes, everybody always says go high ticket. High ticket's better, and I know a lot of people like myself at first in the beginning were saying that, you know, it's got to be really hard to tell somebody to buy $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 product, but everybody keeps saying the same thing. The high ticket's easier than it is the low ticket, and I just want to know, like, why would you think low ticket is not the way to want to start off or the way to go?
Right. So before I answer that, for those that are coming on this live, make sure that you are smashing the heart button, dropping a hashtag live, click that little link that's above us, and grant StreamYard permission so that we can see your comments. Feel free to comment anything that you want, whether you're catching the live or the replay, right? We want to interact with you guys and make sure we get your questions answered. So make sure you do that coming into this live, whether it's watching it right now or later, okay? Everyone does have that misconception. It's like, oh, nobody will buy a $1,000 product or however it's priced, 5,000, 10,000, whatever. But that's the difference in like your audience. It's literally just as easy to sell something for $10 as it is to sell something for $10,000, right? The process is the same. Now, in hindsight, I wish I would have started with high ticket sooner. One, I took the $7 training. I'm not going to bash this training or anything, but I took that $7 training in January of 2020. I went through it. I even bought all the upsells. Somebody got a high ticket commission from me. I don't know who it was, right? So someone made, $1,000 off of me when I bought the blueprint. That was the high ticket ascension for Legendary. But I didn't have anyone reach out and say, hey, I'm going to help and support you now. I just was like, pretty much, here's the blueprints. we're live on certain days, and you can ask questions, which is okay. But like what I'm kind of getting at, it's nowhere near as supportive as it should have been, right? That's what kept me stuck for a long time. So when you're selling something, that's offering an outcome or a transformation where you're actually getting support, someone's helping you through it, showing you the ropes, giving you the game, telling you what not to do, right? For me, and many other people, the biggest thing for us is we went through all the bullshit, we spent all the money, and we didn't get the help and support that we were looking for. So like me personally, I wanted to become the guy that I was looking for and never found. So once I finally found something that worked, I started seeing results. I actually found a good coach and a mentor. Then I said, I'm going to become that leader that I did not have, right? So I get on lives like this, lives with private students. We created our own product now. But we give that support that many programs are missing. Why would I recommend someone starting High Ticket? We'll lean in on this one because it's big. You learn all the skills that you need to know around sales and marketing to where you can go and sell anything that you want, right? So it's like giving you the keys to the kingdom. If you're a person that's self-motivated and you need someone to push you, I'd recommend High Ticket because you're going to get way more information. Both of you guys know this. Dan's in SAA and Group Juice. Kirk, you're in Group Juice. Both of you guys see how we operate. We show up for everyone. We make sure everybody's questions are answered. It's no, what the fuck do I do? Right? So support, High Ticket. It's definitely better when you make 500 or more per sale, right? So you only need a few of those each month versus if you're selling something for $10, you need a fuck ton of volume for that to be any kind of income, right? So I was long-winded there, but hopefully I answered the question.
No, that's all good. So I did the same thing. I went through the $7 course, and I thought that was like the first time with Legendary, and I did another time with another $7 course with Freedom Breakthrough. And Freedom Breakthrough, I thought broke it down a lot better. And like you said, somebody got my High Ticket commission because I bought into all the funnels, the blueprints, and got everything. But at that point in time afterwards, I felt like I just got dropped. Like there was no support, and when I did reach out, you could tell it wasn't actually a person, or that person I should say, reaching out to me. It was just more like an automated response back to me. And every time it was like, look, I'm at this point now where I'm trying to connect my email responder to my funnel. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, just rewatch the program. All the answers are there for you. So look, as an ex-mechanic for 27 years, and Dan's a mechanic as well, he can tell you this. I can hand you that shop manual. You can read that thing till you go blind. It does not mean you're going to know what you're doing still. I mean, you have the idea of how that part works or where it goes, but to actually make it function the proper way, no. You can be there all day long and still not be able to do it. Sometimes you need someone to hold your hand, guide you through, or show you how it works. And that's where like Group Juice really got me motivated. Was there's been countless times I've bothered you and I've contacted Nate and I've been on your lives, and it's like I'm constantly getting that support and guidance that I needed, because with the other groups I was going through, I just wasn't getting it, and it was really bothersome that you invested your money and your time, and yet you just didn't get anything back from it,
Yep, that's how I learned too. You can't give me something and be like, all right, do that shit, flip. I have to see it in action first, right? And that goes for anything. Like if you show me how to change the fucking struts on my truck one time, that's what happened with my dad. I'm good to go the next time, right? Same thing with online. If you break things down and show me how to connect an email autoresponder to a funnel, I'm gonna be good the next time. You can't be out here in this game selling anything and just like, oh, you bought it, you're good, just keep doing what you're doing. That's one, what pisses people off. Two, it's gonna burn out your customer base. You're gonna screw yourself is what you're gonna do. Right? Now, I've sold to people that, and they've bought $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 packages, and they didn't do shit with the information. And then they try and come back 3 months later saying, this ain't working. And I go and look, because I'm that guy. I'll go and look at their profile or their TikTok or whatever. I'll go look, they haven't done nothing. So then I come back and I be petty. I'm a very petty person. It's like you can't be mad about the results that you didn't get, but the work that you didn't do, right? So I'll take this time to give you both a shout out because y'all create content, y'all showing up. What that's gonna do over time is really, really good. Right? I see Dan showing up on TikTok, I see Kurt showing up on TikTok. Like just that alone, it's 97% of the folks who just aren't doing shit. Like, oh yeah, this is working. I look and they haven't posted one video anywhere. Like, yeah, bro, it don't work like that, cuz. You gotta do more, right? It's tough.
Yeah, you can have the greatest product in the world, but if you don't actually get it out there for people to see it, know about it, you're not gonna make a sale. So
that's right. And not to talk junk about other programs, by no means, because like Legendary is an example, perfect place to start. You will absolutely learn the basics. You get the fundamentals, you understand like the concept of high-ticket affiliate marketing, right? But for me personally, hindsight, I wish I would have found like SAA on Jump Street. I'd be so much further along just because of how everything is broken down. Yes, more expensive, but we now show up every Tuesday. Like they haven't missed a call for years. Every single Tuesday to show up, right? That's the support that I was missing. So I could have had that sooner. So if y'all want to hit me with any beginner questions, if anyone's here live, I see we got Danny just popped on. What's up, Danny? Anyone else, if you're live, drop a hashtag live in the comments, and let's fire up some deep stuff. Go straight to the beginning. Anything you guys want to know, just let me know.
While we're waiting for some people to comment here or bring some stuff up, it's funny you talking about SAA. When we just had the live, I think it was 2 weeks ago with Chantel, and we were talking with her, and it was how you had reached out to her so many different times, and she just ignored you and pushed you to the side. And it's funny because Nate did that with me. I just gotten in the Freedom Breakthrough, and here's Nate messaging me going, hey, I see you're an affiliate marketer too. I'd love to send you this free book, and talk to you some more about this. I was like, yeah, go ahead and send me a free book. I got it. And then it was, I want to talk to you about SAA. And I go, man, I'm already in the program. And he's like, yeah, but let me just tell you about this one. I mean, he wasn't pushy or over salesy. It was just like, you know what? I'm not taking this guy's advice. I'm not listening to him block you. Fast forward a few months here, it's like, oh man, what was I doing? This is the guy I needed to start talking to. And it was so cool, because I was really, really failing with, being with Freedom Breakthrough. I just was not getting their information, wasn't getting that support. And then you and Nate brought up the beginning when you guys started Group Juice. And I was like, all right, I was really taking it with you guys. Wasn't sold on it at that point in time. Like, you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to do this. Maybe I'm just going to go back to wrenching. And then I saw the live with you and Jamie. And that was like, wow. Like, the whole interview was just like, I'm sitting down like a little kid in the back of the class taking notes the whole way. I'm like, what did you just say there? Hopefully he repeats this. I can put this over again. Like, I got to get into this. And it was after that when I contacted you and you're like, hey, we're doing this special night with Group Juice. Come on in. And my first week, I really didn't get into it. I had a lot of stuff that was going on, and my mind was just in different spots. But then I ended up starting applying a lot of things you showed, those the beginning steps that you guys show. Because I was like, oh, skip the beginning course, go right into the 4 steps. And it's like, no, you know what? Don't do that. Start from step 1, follow through. And that's what made everything just really connect and start blowing up for me here.
That's a big deal. And I see we got a couple folks on. We got one Facebook user, and then Heather and Danny. What's up, guys? I want to ask Dan something real quick. I think I just heard his kid doing what mine did. But question for Dan. Yeah, man, go ahead. This kind of goes back to what Kirk was just touching on. It's like when you're just showing up doing things. Dan, how long was it that you were like seeing me like in my content before you were like, you know, I need to talk to this guy? Like, I know it was a little while because you watched for a good little while.
Yeah, at least 4 to 6 months before I actually engaged.
Right? So
God
I
dang.
wanna,
17,
I
17,
wanna share
34.
really quick. But
Damn,
I wanna
47
know what you're trying to say. You
damage.
said 4 to 6 months
Because I wanted to see what you was about.
So here's the point that makes. The content that you create today is what's going to, you know, have someone buy from you next month, the month after that, right? So like, if you took my audience right now, there's still people that have started following me months ago. I've had folks that follow me for a year, right? Before they ever bought anything from me. But when you're showing up consistently, you're planting those seeds, okay? So like, you keep seeing me, keep seeing Kurt, keep seeing Dan. You're gonna build a long distance relationship with your audience, right? You guys, there are people that's been watching you now. They're looking and they're figuring you out. Like, okay, diving with this guy. And then you're gonna say one particular thing. You're not gonna know what it is. They are. And they're gonna reach out and say, hey, I'm ready. Right? This morning, prime example, I woke up. Someone sent me a message saying, all right, Flip, that's it. I'm ready. I want to start with your, XYZ training. Cool. Right? I hadn't messaged this person in a while. When I talk to people, it's like Kirk said, it's never pushing. What I'm trying to do is see if you're a motivated person like I was. Like, where are you at? How can I help you? If I can't help you, I'd be like, hey, I don't have shit for you at this time. You can start with, this resource, or maybe you should talk to this person. But planting seeds in your audience by showing up every day in your content, talking about different things that you like, that you don't like, things that piss you off, things that motivate you, things that changed your perspective in the way that you think, right? Maybe it's just, does anybody else's kids just go ham on 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning and just drive you nuts to where you want to drink some, coffee, right? Those simple things, right? I can tie anything to business now. It doesn't matter. And that's coming from a guy sitting on his back deck, drinking coffee, hanging out with 2 cool ass dudes on a Sunday to try and come in and change the perspective of other people that somehow just don't understand the concept of how simple this process actually is.
Yeah.
So if anyone else has got any questions in the comments, now's your time to ask and get those answered, right? But plant the seeds, guys.
I'm gonna say real quick, anybody who is watching right now, this is like your prime opportune time to ask a question. I mean, you're talking about 2 guys here who are starting off in this still, and we're making our headway, but you're talking about someone Flip here who's been through multiple different programs, seen the ups and the downs, and has learned how to take this where you said you worked your job for 10 years and then just got let go. So it was kind of, I had to make this or break this, and in the time of doing that, you actually partnered with somebody else and created your own program. And I'll tell, just so if anybody doesn't know this one, what's really cool about that is the guy that you started learning from SAA, Jacob Garris there, is actually a member of your group. So, it promotes your products. I mean, that's really got to say something. When you got a 7-figure earner who was teaching you, one, to promote your product and be part of that, it was like, okay, they really got something going here.
Yeah, it really made our day, for Nate and I, like, definitely a super surreal moment. Like, not even bullshit, because I remember standing in the plant at the console because I ran a press, and telling some of my guys, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be seen one day. I was like, I will be making thousands of dollars at some point, from home. And they're all like, oh, you're bullshit. Some of them, they it was a lot of laughter. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
A couple of them were like, hey, Flip, I'm gonna do it. Right? Most of them still follow me on Instagram, so I do make it a point every now and then to post something so they can see it, especially the folks that were like, Flip ain't gonna do shit, and show them like, hey, we did 10 grand this week. still have to go to your job and be angry and talk shit. Like I'll be petty from time to time, but it's been a journey. Not even. I can't stress that enough. Like it was not simple or easy in the beginning, but as I was learning the skills, I realized,
God
hey,
damn,
I now
what
have
the hell is
information
that?
the majority of people in the world don't. Right? Because I know you guys will get this. We were all raised one way. I hate to say it. We were raised to think and do one way. And that's to go work for someone else. You know, go to school, go to college, get a job, fire up the 401k, and hope like hell you can retire before 72. Right?
Yep, yeah.
Shit is different now. Now, most people look at me, right? I got plenty of tattoos, I'm bald headed, and I don't look like average marketer, right? It's because I'm not really the average marketer. I'm that we call a plant worker that decided, hey, it's my turn to learn some new shit so I can be a homeowner. Right? And check this out. This blow all your mind. All I did was tell my story. At the beginning, I had no results, just like everyone else. But I mixed in
Oh, actually, I might not.
information that I was learning and just planting the seeds. Really, really that simple.
We got a couple questions here. So this is me. I'm new to this here. How do we take this question? We can put it up so everybody can see it here. Because I want to make sure. Because I know you guys do that all the time.
Yeah, just hover over Danny's question. There you go.
There we go. All right. So when writing an offer, do you have an actual plan laid out?
God damn, man.
You will be the guy once they buy from you, or am I way overthinking this? Let's see here. So in Richards, I will tell you right now, they actually have written a kick-ass sales script for perfect questions you should ask and what's the perfect time to respond, how much time of silence you should give it. But you know what, I'm going to let Flip actually go on to this one a little bit more because he's got a lot more experience in answering this question than I do.
Okay. So when you're writing an offer, one thing you need to have at the forefront of your brain is the outcome. Right? Now, once you realize you have what your outcome for your offer actually is, like the problem you solve, what results it's going to provide, then you'll be able to know who it's for. Right? Now, do you have a plan? You know, after people buy? Absolutely. You need to have things set up and in place to kind of cover the duration of the time that you're working with. You know, think about any other program that you work with.
Barely surviving by the head on my chinny chin chin. What?
Have a duration, time frame, how long they'll be working with you. What are you covering on week one? Right? Do you get them set up with the bare bones basics, fundamentals, or you know, whatever you're selling, it might be different. If you're selling to beginners or folks that are more advanced, but you want to have like week one laid out. Here's what we're covering. You know, cover the topic, Q&A, and then maybe another implementation day. Right? And you want to do that for each step based on your offer. Right? I know Danny's got some stuff on offer creation. You know, it's in Grip Juice, it's in SAA too. But once you're clear on the outcome of your offer, then you can really cover everything else. But you really want to have support, duration, what you're actually covering. This is going to help you sell the plan even more. Because once that's out and you can explain it in your content, then it's going to make even more sense, you know, when you're talking about it in conversations, on calls, etc. But duration, outcome, support, and then the structure of what you're teaching, those four things are pretty much going to be the backbone of your offer, right? So I answered that as quick as I could with as much detail. So let me know if that makes sense.
We have a Facebook user who asked, what can you guys recommend to overcome a struggle of creating content for social media? Is it hard it's hard for me to get myself on social media like that. Wow, I have to say, like, that is one of the biggest things I hear from everybody. Like, people get camera shy, or they don't know what to say, and they're worried about how they look. The best thing I can say, and what worked best for me, was basically, you gotta say fuck it. Don't worry about if your hair's right. I mean, like, I'm not one to talk about hair, but don't worry about your hair's right, if your makeup's not perfect, you don't have the right lighting, you're not in the right background setting. Just shoot your content. The more real and genuine you are about something, the more you can make something relatable to that person you're trying to help out. Because seriously, that's what we do. We're trying to help people create a better life. We were all sick and tired of where we were at. I mean, one of the big things I hear all the time is learn how to quit your 9 to 5. When people say that, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I had a 5 to 5, I had a 6 to 10. I've never had a 9 to 5 in my life. So I think if I had a 9 to 5 and paid me well, I'd probably still be doing that. And I wouldn't look for another way to get out. But, you know, that's the whole thing. People are sick and tired of the struggle. I mean, I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning, driving an hour and a half to work. Literally where I live, I'm in Pennsylvania. I drove to New Jersey, which is in Hackensack. I drove the entire top of the state of New Jersey one way just to go to work and then drive back. It was a 92-mile commute one way to work. I would be there to open my shop at 5 o'clock in the morning, make sure all the trucks were up and running, and go do road calls. And there was sometimes it wouldn't be till 8 o'clock at night I'm leaving. I'm not home until almost 10. So I literally left the house. My kids were asleep. It was dark out. I come home. My kids are asleep. It's dark out. I'm doing everything to be as quiet as a church mouse here, so I'm not waking them up. So if that's the type of people you're trying to attract, like me, and you want to start creating content, but you struggle with it because you have anxiety or you're worried about being on camera, you just got to say, the same way you would if you were at a birthday party or something like that. Picture it that way. Somebody starts videoing you, or you're just taking that selfie. Treat it that way. Like, you're not worried about the person on the other side there. You're just trying to relate to them, who you are, and what you're all about.
Yeah. Another really cool thing to like kind of hack your brain when it comes to content. Any of you watching, who's somebody you like to watch on TV, like celebrity? Like, we'll just go with, say, Brad Pitt, right? Or women. And then we could go with, I don't know. We'll just go with Brad Pitt for now. If Brad Pitt was posting on social media, you'd probably watch it. I think Brad Pitt's a cool dude. I like his movies too. But like using this as a content perspective, you pay attention to things that are interesting. Right? Look at all the reality TV shows that people just love to fucking watch. I personally can't watch them because they make me cringe sometimes, but I can see why people aren't watching. It's because they're showing things inside of this person's life, right? So like, same thing comes for a personal brand, right? All of these actors, movie stars, even athletes who get paid millions of dollars, they all have personal brands. Brad Pitt has a personal brand, right? He's known for making awesome movies, right? Same thing for, say, like LeBron James, Michael Jordan. What they're known for, the shit that they're passionate about doing and good at. Same thing. So, like, if you're struggling for content, I want you to pretend that there's one person out there that needs to see a message you can bring to the table. That's how I like to think. I don't look at how many views I'm gonna get or how many likes or comments. It's like, I have a message I want to share today, and I don't care if it only helps one person. If it helps one person, then my job. But the reality is, most of the time when I think that way, it helps a lot more than one person. Right? So if you have a message, I'm assuming by the other comment, this one is Alicia. So if it is Alicia, look at your life. Look at things that you've done, things you've struggled with, things you've accomplished. Your struggles are just as important as your accomplishments. Anything that you can share around those two things, that's going to help someone else. Because you've already been through it, accomplished it, or struggled with it and overcame it. So like when you can speak to those kind of things, that's what's going to relate to your audience that much more. God forbid you put a solution at the end of it if you speak to a struggle someone's currently having. Like if I said, as a quick example, I remember back when I first got started and I was just completely overwhelmed with all the information. I literally didn't have, any steps to take, knowing what the fuck to do. But then I had, Jacob come in, show me the ropes, everything started making sense, made my sales, much, much quicker within a couple months. And everything just clicked. I had the clarity and the vision that I needed so I could operate and create content that converted to actual sales. Right? And I could leave it at that, but if I had a call to action that said, hey, if you like the 4 steps that I started following, which is like the true thing, Mocha, if you wanted the 4 steps and like an inside look of what's going to start making your business make sense, drop a comment below. I'll fire that over to you and you can check it out. Right? That's simple couple lines right there. Because you're talking about, 1, something else that is a mutual frustration. 2, I'm talking about me and how I dealt with it, what I did to overcome it. It really speaks to a lot of people because they've dealt with it or are currently dealing with it. And then I talked about what the solution was and what things look like. More sales, clarity, and then a call to action to say, hey, you can check it out too. Literally, that's simple as it can be. So your content is just you, all about life, business, struggles, accomplishments, perspectives, your mindset, all of those. Like, you could just take what I said and create content for a week if you wanted to. Right? So hopefully that was helpful.
Definitely good.
Yeah, that is a big thing. It's amazing how much content you can create out of one simple little thing. And what's also cool when you start making your content, first you're gonna realize you don't have many people viewing it. That was a big thing for me. Like I put my first TikTok up, and it's like within 5 minutes I'm checking, 0 views. Like an hour later, check again, 0 views, and I'm like, come on, somebody view this already. Like somebody's gotta see this. And eventually it was, just let it go out there. We'll wait till I get a notification. That's when I know something's coming through. And it's really cool because that's how I ended up like hooking up with you guys in a way here. I saw your stuff on TikTok and, I saw your Facebook Reels, and that's how me and Dan connected. It was funny, like me and Dan, wow, that was so funny. It was, hey, here's where I'm from, and I'm married too, you got kids? Yeah, I got 4, well, I got 6. It's like, oh, okay, and then we found out we were both car guys, and we were both into martial arts, and it's like, I just meet my new best friend here, like, we have this much in common. And it's all because of just watching each other's content, we hooked up that way. And the nice thing is now, like, we're helping each other back and forth. So, like, when Dan gets stuck with something, or I get stuck with something, like, instead of having to always reach out to you, because I know your phone's got to be blowing up. I mean, I can only imagine.
Bull. That would have been good.
It's got to be for you every single day. So, the nice thing is me and Dan will piggyback off each other. It's like, well, how do I do this? And the worst part for the two of us is when we have the technical questions. It's like, so how I set this up? You were asking the wrong person. Like, I have no idea. You will hear me at least 10 times a day. I'm calling my wife. It's like, babe, you help me with this? I'm lost again.
Yes.
That's pretty cool though. Also powerful.
Gotta fight the donut and the diamond.
Sometimes you're not gonna connect with everyone from a business standpoint, but it might be like more of a partnership. It's kind of what happened with me and Nate. So it wouldn't be unusual if the next 6 to 12 months, you and Dan create something of your own. I know that might sound crazy to y'all now, but it could happen. Y'all could get together and y'all start clicking, and y'all start realizing like, hey, I'm good at this. Hey, I'm good at this. Y'all put something together to help folks to deal with that. Boom, and then you got your own little thing already, right? So that's like the power of this whole online thing. You meet really cool ass people, right? That was kind of like really, I've met some cool ass folks, no joke, right? I hate that I can't share my guns on TikTok because I'll get fucking banned. Because if I could, I'd be having a lot different style of content.
Yeah, me too.
But you meet cool ass people.
Let's see here.
Interesting one. A new TikTok account is full of single men with no followers. Any idea why this is happening? You know what?
Loaded question.
Yeah.
Put a finger on that one, Dane. I hate to say that. Your content is definitely good. You can help a specific set of people, hands down. I would look to have more explosive beginnings on your videos, just for a little while, and then like if you think about book headline, sub-book headline, if you want to do the two things, and then like the meat before your call to action, I'd call out these fuckers of you. I'd do like one video a week saying, hey, if you're a single man looking for some dumb shit, this ain't the one you can unfollow, right? I mean, you're not on TikTok for that, right? So I guess getting clear for your audience, having some more content. It's like, hey, here's why I'm here. Here's what I'm about. Here's what I help do. Here's what I'm not about, right? If this is you, fuck off over there.
Yeah.
Like,
This will need them out.
yeah.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to add to that is, like, you know, with TikTok, you need a certain amount of followers to start being able to post your link. And I was so happy when I finally hit that, like, 1,001 person. I'm like, well, I can advertise my link. That's really not the biggest thing you need to worry about. And I had where I finally went up to 2,000 viewers. I started going over that. And then I looked through who my viewers were, and some of them, like, this person doesn't interact with me. This person is totally about stuff that has nothing to do with me, and I don't want to be a part of. So I weeded out so many people to the point where I dropped down again to like 1,200 followers. And I mean, that took forever, but
Yeah.
it's not the people I wanted on my Facebook, my TikTok. It wasn't the people I was trying to attract. And the second I realized who they were and what they were about or what they were really there for, I got rid of them. And it's okay. I'd rather have a smaller following, but of quality and the people I want to be around, than actually have just a bunch of followers to say, hey, look at my numbers.
Yep. And see, when I lost my big TikTok account, because I built one last year from scratch, got it up to, it was over 40,000 followers, and it took me like 6 months to do that, right? Maybe it was 6 or 7, but anyways, I lost it. I got booted for some bullshit troll, young kids, whatever. So I ran a 5-day momentum challenge last summer because I knew I could get my followers or my following back, grow an account really quick. So I made it a point. It was kind of cool. I only have 25,000 followers now. I'm not that guy that's like pushing to grow. I don't need to. But this 5-day momentum challenge, I basically took 5 people in. I said, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grow our account. Some of these people were brand new. And I got them to 1,000 followers very, very quickly. Right? Me, in 30 days, I had 20,000 followers. And just based off of what a lot is what is influencers now. But after I did that, it was like I just proved my point. Got other people going. Some of them now they're constantly growing on TikTok and making sales from TikTok. But the cool thing was I kind of showed and made a point. You can grow really quickly on TikTok if you create like really good content. And it's not so much as like great content because as you see, I'm just a normal guy. I'm not doing all that fancy tech shit with editing and this, that, and the third. I'm just being real as fuck. Right? That's literally all I know how to do. Killing a spider man that's trying to attack me. That right there, I could go back and take that snippet of me killing a spider as I'm talking to you guys. It's like I don't fuck with spiders. I'll go fight a bear and be cool with it, but I don't do spiders. There's me sharing some vulnerable shit, right? Be real.
Alright, so I need the blue one, I guess, to unlock the other one. That's what it's telling me.
Sharing some little bit of vulnerable side of you, right? I've shared things about my alcoholic mom back in the day. I got